Okay, so thank you guys for hopping on. We're so excited that you're here, and I am so excited that Erica agreed to talk to you guys tonight. First of all, congratulations, Erica, for already earning your give back bonus.
Thank
You
you.
guys, she did that by the 15th. That is
Right.
phenomenal. But what I love is that we still have, I don't even, what is it, 10 days? I haven't even done the math. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, so we still have 10 days to make things happen. So literally anybody, it's still anybody can earn it. And so, but the fact that she did it by the 15th is phenomenal. I'm sure that takes a lot of pressure off of you, right?
No, I really
We're not
want one more. Yeah, I really want one more. So,
I
no
love
pressure, lots of pressure and no pressure at the same time. But
Yes, no,
yeah,
I believe in you. I know you can do it. So,
thanks.
so I'm gonna let Erica take it from here, and then you guys, if you have any questions or whatever at the end, I'll kind of wrap up, and then we can get any questions answered that you guys might have.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks, Stephanie, for having me. I know I don't know a lot of you on here, which is kind of exciting, but I do see some of my girls. I see Stacy and Taryn and all this. So it's nice to see familiar faces too. My name's Erika Mills. If we haven't met, I've been with Monet. Let me turn my watch off. I've been with Monet a little over 3 years now. I have done a training on here previously, which I think it was like a VIP kind of management, I guess you could say. So if you weren't on there for that, I would highly suggest you go back and look at Team Believe for that because maybe Stephanie can post the link or tag someone in it. It'll pop back up again. But that was a couple of months ago. And a lot of that is going to kind of tie into what I touch on tonight. So I'm not going to totally go into detail on that again. But so I really want to use this tonight to kind of help you guys go out with a bang in 2020, but also give you the momentum to carry into 2021. Um, for me, I am truly right now working like when the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, that's it. That will be my rank forever. I will never be able to go higher. So I am pushing so hard to get a goal that, in truth, with you guys, I have been working at for a freaking year. I have missed it month after month for a year. And I want to say that because I think a lot of times when people get on these trainings, you're like, oh, they just set goals and get them. And that is not the case for majority of people. Goals aren't something, if they are true goals, are not something that are always easy to hit time after time after time. A lot of them, especially as you progress in the company, they just require more work and they require strategy. And that is the name of my game. Like I am a type A organized person. I like having strategies. I like having game plans. Um, and so I'm going to tell you right now, if you are just posting in a prayer and winging it, it's not going to work. You guys, not all of us can just stick up a post on social media and people flock to us with VIP enrollments and market partner joins. It's just not how it works. So I want to ask you, and I want you to be honest with yourself. If I were to go look at your Facebook group, your Instagram, or your public Facebook page, are you someone that people would even want to do business with? Do you even talk about it? Do you even share what it can do for you? If I have to scroll back months and months to find one business post on you, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not someone I would want to partner with. I want to partner with someone who's excited about the business, who talks about the business regularly. So, right now, you need to ask yourself, are you someone that people want to work with? And I am specifically talking about building your business right now. So, that is new VIPs, plumping up your personal volume, and then also adding new partners to your business. So, are you someone that people want to? Or if I go to your feed, are you negative? Like, do we really need more of that this year? Are you a downer? Do you complain a lot? Do you talk poorly about other people? What are you attracting in the world? For me, I have opinions on everything. I'm an opinionated person. I like to research stuff and make opinions, but social media is not the place for my opinions. It is the place for me to connect with other women who is especially moms is really who I try and connect with. It's the place for me to connect with other women in business. And so I try and make sure that my posts do that, that it connects somehow with a mom who's maybe lost a way of taking care of herself. It's someone who enjoys girly things. But she's older, so she's not really into like the trendy TikTok kind of stuff. Or it's somebody who's really just looking for a cheerleader in their life, and a yeah girl. And so for me, since that's the kind of people I want to attract, I make sure that my posts are like that. Um, I have a strategy for that. I break it down and I wonder, I wonder like, okay, am I going to talk to this person today, or am I going to make a post that hopefully connects with that person today? I don't just post and pray, you guys. It doesn't work. Not for majority of people. I know it works for some people, but it just doesn't work for majority of people. So you need to get real with yourself. I wrote this and I said, this is true for myself too, because I can look back over this year and see where this has been this case for me. And your work and your rewards from that work is reflective of your excuses, not your work ethic. If you are getting paid on a Friday and you don't like your paycheck, it's because of the excuses you made the week before, not how much work you actually put in. Everything you told yourself was getting in the way of work, that you didn't have time. Well, that's not true. I've seen people get up at 4 a.m. to hit their fitness goals. So you have time. That you had other things to do. Well, was that other stuff because you were building a business for someone else, or are you building a business for you? I know what busy is. My husband is a firefighter. We have multiple businesses. I am a homeschool mom because of this pandemic. I get it. Trust me. I know what busy is. But being busy can't be an excuse for not doing stuff. We're all busy. And so you really have to realize that the paychecks you're receiving, is just the standard you've already set for yourself. So if you don't like it, you're the only one who can raise your standards. It is not up to your upline, your side sisters, or even the people under you to show up for your business. For example, I have a photography business that obviously has been hit hardcore by COVID. Okay. I don't look to the mentors that I have invested and I'm talking thousands of dollars with to help me in my business every month to get more leads for my photography business, because it's not up to them. Their business isn't successful because of me, it's successful because of a mass of people. So I'm always keeping that in mind too, that Ryan, who is my upline, yes, she wants the best for me. I go to her with my goals and my work ethic. But her business isn't successful just because of me. It's successful because of all the people she gives her time to. And so if you're somebody who is asking for a lot of time, but you're not sharing your goals and you're not doing the work, then eventually you're going to get to the point where your upline is maybe not as responsive to you. And I think I know I've had that happen, not with my upline, but I know there's been other people that in our team have felt that way. Um, and that's because those people are setting the standard for what their upline can expect. All of us, I've been on this team, like these people are awesome. I have talked to other girls who have zero benefit in how well my business does, and we share things and bounce things off of each other. However, they know that I'm going to do the work if it's something like if they're suggesting something to me, and I feel the same about them. I'm with people that I know are running at the same speed I am to their goals. Um, and I think that's so important, and it's important to find the system that works for you. So for example, for me, I shared that like I am on social media, I'm consistently thinking about the women that I'm trying to reach and who I want to partner with. I'm not just randomly posting. If Instagram isn't your thing, don't try and learn it in the next 10 days. Okay. If Facebook is your thing, make Facebook your thing, but really go in with a strategy that you are going to post twice a day. One day you're going to do something personal to get a connection, because we're not just business robots. And the second thing, you're going to do something about your business. I personally, my goal over the next 10 days is to only share about the business and not testimonials, because I am looking, one, for people to take advantage of the free products that are offered through the end of this month. And two, I am looking for people who will be in the Smart Start the first quarter of next year, because those people are going to start working to qualify for the passport trip that hasn't even been announced. I have a strategy for reaching out to those people, and I have a strategy for coaching those people. So I know that works best for me. I'm making long-term goals with this business. And there's a couple of my girls who are on tonight and they're new, you guys. They're like a couple weeks in. They've done their little launch parties and things like that. So their strategy isn't going to be the same as mine because they haven't been in it. They haven't seen the cycle of business yet. They're really trusting me to kind of lead the way for that. And getting into those systems, and I can't tell you what's going to work for you because I don't know your life. I think we see people say a lot, if I can do this, anyone can do this. And can I be honest? I hate that saying because you can't all do what everyone else does. We we don't know everybody else's life. We don't know what's going on in their daily, what's holding them back mentally, where they are in their time management. Like just because I can do this doesn't mean you can do it the same way. It can be done, but what works for me isn't going to work for you. Um, Ryan and I, who's my upline, we talk about this all the time on welcome calls, how freaking different we are and how we are both very successful in this based on what we put into our business and what we receive from it. So that's why, one, it's awesome you're on this training tonight because maybe none of this resonates with you and you're like, no, girl, I am not type A. Like systems and spreadsheets don't work for me. But I guarantee you, there has been one Monday night training that you can go back and listen to that will resonate with you. And maybe you're on here tonight because you are like me. You're like, yes, I have a very limited amount of time every day that I can truly undivided attention work this business. And that is going to come into building a system. So for me, power hours rarely work out for me to join the team because I'm homeschooling right now. And I have to capture my kids' attention by lunch or I can just forget it. And then again, in the evenings, this is hard for me to get on here at 8:30 at night. It's bedtime. My kids have to be up later. So I try really hard to work in a 2-hour pocket of time that my kids give me. In that time, I'm following up with hair quizzes. I'm going back to respond to any social media comments to show that I'm a person on the other end. I'm posting. I'm going through my inbox and Instagram and going through my flagged conversations because those I flag people that I've ever talked about Monat with. So I can really quickly filter my flag and know that those are only Monat. That's my systems. And then depending on if there's a flash sale, I talked previously in a training that I have a spreadsheet for people who want to be contacted about flash sales. Going through my friends in my Facebook group and reaching out to those people because those are women who've chosen to be in my group. They could leave if they weren't interested in anything. Maybe there's someone who's always commenting on a post in that group, but they've never even taken a hair quiz. These are all things that are on my system to do. I have samples ready to go. I'm going through tomorrow and reaching out to people and asking if they want a sample. That's part of my system is the sampling. So like there's a couple, I have like just a little couple maybe things to like spark your thought process and get you motivated to do stuff or inspired to do stuff. I guess not motivated. I can't motivate you. Um, I would encourage you to share about the business for the next 2 weeks. If you've been around this company for a year, if you've gone to a trip, if you've gone to like Vegas, a reunion or passport, or if you've been to a convention, you should know what you have to offer this company, or what this company has to offer. So you should be sharing the business right now. If you are sharing the business over and over again and someone messages you and the business isn't for them, they're likely at least intrigued enough to take a hair quiz, like at the very, or beauty quiz, whatever you want to call it now, at the very basis. So like, it's always that thing of like shooting farther than you think, like shoot for the farthest goal kind of thing. So I'm leading with the business right now. I know what the business is. I know what it has to offer. There's free products on the table. There's incentives to get there. A way, maybe you're someone who's like really needing PV for the Vegas because we have December and January. You could do your own giveaway. The giveaway groups are awesome. I have a girl on my team who's done her own multiple times, and every time she is super successful with them. And I think it's because they're very small. They're way more intimate than the massive ones. You don't have to give away $200 blow dryers or a Gucci purse, or I don't even, some of them are really incredible giveaways, I'm not gonna lie. But like if that's not your thing, that's fine. Go through your extra stock. Maybe you have like a white elephant Christmas present that you don't really love and you're looking to regift. Like there's gonna be so many things that even just small ways of saying thank you, do a giveaway, make it only 4 or 5 days, shorten the time down, schedule your posts in advance. If you're someone who's pushing for a promotion goal, offer it to only your team. So only your market partners in your downline who also are pushing for goals. You're almost creating like a super group where there's power in numbers versus each of them doing it on their own. So you can do a small giveaways and do it privately, shorten the time span if you need to. I've been doing a ton of these meet my mates in Facebook groups online for the market partners on my downline. It doesn't have to be a business launch. You could get in and just talk about skincare. You could get on and talk about the wellness if it's your thing. So just keeping these little parties online. People are online all right now, right? A lot of people are going to be off from work if they've been at work. So being able to do these short and sweet, again, there's power in numbers. I've encouraged one of my girls who has two new girls under her to do it all together. They're friends. They share a social circle. They, again, power in numbers. And then it's also like killing two birds with one stone. I can get onto one party and help three people at the same time versus having to break it up over 3 days, especially at the end of the month when they're all pushing for goals and my time is spread between them. So doing that, again, if you are going to sample, the mail is kind of wonky right now. So sampling might be a little, I don't even know what word to say that. But if you're going to sample, you could incentivize samples. So you could put small coupons, like make your own kind of thing of like, if they join by the end of the month, they could pick a free item from your stock, or they could be entered into a drawing for a berry scrub or something like that. Things like that kind of motivate people. I've used the incentivize for like join this month and be entered into lots of times in my business. And but I do pick something bigger. So I pick like oil, or you could do the new serums or something like that. That's a little higher ticket item that people wouldn't necessarily start with. And if you do that, I would encourage you. I'm always thinking what is something that everybody likes and that they're going to rebuy, because even if they don't purchase the first one and I give it to them, it's likely going to be added to an order down the road and I'll be able to recoup that cost at some point in my business. So nothing I do is ever like just throwing it at the wall and hoping it sticks. Like I'm really trying to think through as like a consumer, okay, what if it doesn't give me immediate return, what could give me a return down the road? And so offering products or clearing out my inventory. Hi, 1 second. Could be something to do that. So, okay, so incentivize samples. The last thing I want to do is really encourage you, if you've been in here for a while, can you see my little guy? Okay, if you've been in here for a while, then that's Maverick. Oh, hold on 1 sec. Give me a.
Okay.
I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
All right, good night. Okay, so if you've been in this for a while, I want to really encourage you to print your rank map. I know this sounds silly, but last year when I missed the opportunity to earn founder shares, do you know I missed that because I totally misunderstood what I needed to get to the next rank? Like literally, I was wrong. The whole thing I thought, because I was just doing it in my head. So then I was like, oh yeah, I know how to do that. No, not since then. Like I print these things, I use pencil. I've told you guys, I've missed a goal for a year, but I still print my rank map and I'm still working towards that so I can see how close I am. And I know that I'm strategizing if there's girls under me who are contributing to that promotion that I'm working for. And so I just want to encourage you guys, like it's not a hard thing to do, but it is that you have to find what works for you and what you can actually put into place every day. Sometimes when we start taking it, like listening to so many people, it can become very difficult to figure out what works for you. And so that's why you can like listen to stuff, but it's really important, like tune it out eventually and find your system. A system is going to build you a sustainable business. That's what this is. This is a business. It's not a hobby for me. I love it. It's not at all what I thought when I would start, but it runs consistently because it's treated like a business. Um, so I think I think that's it. I was trying to be really respectful of time, but if I see the chat, so if there are questions, I'm happy to answer questions. But if people have to get off, then that's fine too.
That is so much good information. I wanted to just kind of reiterate a couple things. And if you guys have any questions for Erika, please pop them in the chat. And then when I'm done kind of wrapping up, if there's any questions, she can answer those, or we can answer those, or whatever. But we talk about this a lot. And I love that you said this. Posting and praying does not work. You guys, you have to have a strategy. Just posting on social media is not going to get you market partners and is not going to get you VIPs. You have to reach out to people and talk to people in addition to posting. Posting is just a small piece of it. It's just a fraction of the piece of the puzzle. So you have to be reaching out to people and talking to them. Yes, it's okay to post. And yes, it's great to post because somebody is probably going to see something that they didn't see before. And that's the other thing. You want to do it consistently. So posting once about your business is not going to do anything for anybody, because chances are 99.99999% of your audience did not see it. Right. So you have to be consistent and continue posting. Another thing that she kind of touched on a little bit is something that she's going to do is she's going to go back and she's going to reach out to people about that did the hair quizzes, people that she has talked to about market partner or VIP or what have you. And a trick that I use, and you can do this on your email, your Facebook message, your Instagram message, your text messages, or whatever. If you don't have a great follow-up system, you can go to all those different formats and you can type in keywords like VIP or market partner or Monate or hair care or whatever, and it will pull up every message that you've had with every single person that has those keywords in it. And so that's a good way to kind of go through those. And I love that you said you're going to spend the next 2 weeks talking to people about the business. You guys, with the promotion that we have going on right now with those extra products, it's an amazing opportunity for somebody to get in and get started and have those extra products to be able to either use for themselves, to gift to somebody, or to give to a VIP, or create borrow baskets. I mean, there's so many different opportunities for them. And so that's a lot of extra product that they can have on hand. And with these give back bonuses, okay, so before I go any further, I want to know in the chat, who is going for a give back bonus? If you are, type it in the chat. I would love to see. And think about that. Maybe you're new, maybe you're not going for a give back bonus, but maybe your upline is, or maybe your upline's upline. That's what I love about what we do, is because you guys, we're a team, we're a family, and what you do affects the person next to you, the person above you, the person below you. So we're all in this together. So like I said at the beginning of the call, there's still so much time. We have 10 days. And I know these next couple of days, you're going to be probably checked out with Christmas, as you should be. I'm not judging you for that, because I promise you, I'm going to be checked out starting tomorrow, because I have to have some downtime and I want to be with my family. But there's still, even after Christmas, we still have 7 days, and a lot can happen in 7 days. And if you listen to Erika and you're following that strategy and you're reaching out to people and you're following up with people, and I'm talking about follow up with people from last week, follow up with people from last year, literally leave no stone unturned. That money that corporate is giving out, I don't know if you guys saw my post, but they're paying out $8 to $10 million just in give back bonuses. You guys, companies don't do that. They're doing this because they want to set you up for a successful January. Not because they want to pay you all this money, because they're putting you in momentum for January.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that give back bonus today when I was talking to my husband, and I was like, do you remember when I used to hope so badly that my job would give me a Christmas bonus? Do you know how many people are hoping to get a Christmas bonus this year, and how many companies are not going to be able to do that? Monate is literally telling you to write your own Christmas bonus this month. and there will still be people who won't get it done. It doesn't matter how many calls you get on like this. If you can't see that for yourself, like, I just want to shake people and say, you guys, that, like, they don't do this. Look around. Look at your friends who have joined other networking companies. They're not getting this. They won't get it. There is not another company like this. You can share about that. I actually, really quick, just saw someone say that, like, she doesn't have a lot of experience with the business side. Okay, there's like 40 people on here. I have experience with the business side. Stephanie does. Your upline might. There are plenty of people now that have experience. I would encourage you to maybe hold back on sharing those like once in a lifetime stories and look for stories that are more relatable to people currently. I'm a firefighter wife. I know Amy is a first responder. Yep. Okay. So there are military spouses on here. There are single moms on our team. There are people who are saving for their wedding. Like, there is likely someone on the team who is in a similar, more everyday kind of spot in their life. And so look for those stories, even if in your Facebook group, maybe you just do like a daily spotlight, or every other day you spotlight someone on your team that you know and you can connect with, and you just share their story a little. I think a lot of times people feel like they have to share these I left my day job kind of thing, which I did, and that's fine and that's great, but not everybody wants to leave their day job, you guys. Some people just want to pay for their kids to be in sports for the month and it not be like a stress on their finances or having to choose which kid gets to play competitive sports. So there are tons of people who have experience with the business if that's not you yet. So don't be afraid to like ask them if they'd want to share their story with you, and that you could, you could share it too. So sorry, I'll like totally take that off my tangent.
Yeah, no, I love that you shared that. And I also love that you said, like, not everybody like, even when I talk to people, I'm like, yes, I was able to leave my job, but that's not for everybody.
Right.
Some people love their job. Some people just need, Ryan said, maybe at $500 a month. Some people literally need a couple $100s a month, you guys, just to keep their lights on. Like, and especially now with COVID. So you don't have to think big. And I know we always talk about dream bigger, but in the beginning, when you're talking to prospects, they don't know how to dream. They forgot how to dream. They literally get up, they're barely surviving, they're getting up, they're going to work, they're doing what they can do to keep their lights on, they're doing what they can do to keep a roof over their family's head, all the things. And so they haven't learned how to dream. Like, think about when you first started. Did you truly know how to dream? Like, no, I know I didn't. Like, I was stuck just thinking this is how life is. This is what life is supposed to be like. And that's where everybody that you're talking to, that's where they're at right now. So you want to share relatable stories with them. So I love that you said that. I wanted to mention one thing. Amy is going to be hosting a couple of power hours. I know we're not doing the team wide ones just because there was a lot going on, and we said let's give the host a couple weeks off. So if you do want a power hour, and I think it's still going to be self-led, is that right, Amy? Yeah, it's going to be self-led, but it's just an opportunity for you to log on and know that somebody is there on the other end of the line doing exactly what you're doing. And it also gives you a bit of support. So if you were to have a question, you could type it in the chat. If Amy's there, she'd be more than happy to answer, or whoever else. It just gives you that, and sometimes it gives you that courage when you sit down at your computer and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid to reach out to somebody. What if they tell me no? But knowing that somebody is there with you, it's like your best friend sitting next to you holding your hand. It gives you a little bit of courage. And so I encourage you to look for that on Team Believe, and get on those if you can. So did you find any questions in there, Erika?
I don't think so. Let me go back. I answered the one. Oh, Taylor asked, when you do a Meet Monade event, is it a Zoom type thing, or do you make separate events for each one for your market partners to invite people to? I have been doing them as a Zoom and streaming them directly into the Facebook group. So 2 reasons I did it that way. One is Zoom is so much easier for me. 2 is because the person hosting, so the person that the party attendees actually know, can also be on the screen with me. And it's almost like validating versus having a stranger just talk to them. it feels a little more conversational because I know my market partner. A lot of mine, we are friends in real life. We know each other through the wedding community. And so we can kind of talk and have more conversation, and they get to just listen in. Um, if you guys have not, every time I get off one, my market partner will be like, that was awesome. I don't know how you did it. Monate did it. They literally put together a Meet Monate PowerPoint that has speaker notes. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally reading from notes, you guys. If they want a skincare one, then I do the skincare one. Like it's not hard at all. Just prep. Like look it up, download it to your computer and open it and look at the speaker notes, and it tells you what to, like, it literally tells you what to say. So that's how I've been doing it. The girls who are going to do like the multiples will probably stream it into a separate group. So like a launch group, but only because that's multiple ones. Or if you have a person who, so like say I sign up a market partner and she signs up 2 of her friends and they're all in the same social group, I've been encouraging them, instead of each of them to getting their own group out of the gate, to just one group. So my level 1 get a group, and anyone under her just join her group, and it kind of be like a mass one. Again, I feel like it's power in numbers, and then it's not so super overwhelming to new people. I invite them into my group as well if they'd rather just add their friends for a while, but that's really just a conversation you have to have with your new market partner and kind of see like, where do they feel confident? Do they feel savvy enough? Do they have the time to kind of schedule posts and things like that? But I think it's easier to do a Zoom and stream into the Facebook group. This help bring people.
Yes, no, I love that. And I think you asked Taylor if it's the new one. I don't know if you guys were on the Monate together, but there is a new one in the back office.
Mhm.
And just like Erika said, all the notes are there. And the way that they did the new one, it's like a top 10. So it's like a countdown, like the top 10 reasons to join Monate. And like she said, literally the notes are there. So you don't even have to think about it. You might want to run through it a little bit, or at least one.
Yeah.
So you're not like stumbling over your words, but I mean, they make it super simple so that anybody can do it. And that's the point, right? Like we want to keep it simple so that people aren't overwhelmed and feel like, oh my gosh, I could never do what she just did.
And do
Yeah. This was great, Erika. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas. And I hope on the 26th, you are ready to run and get those give back bonuses. Look on the team page for Amy's Power Hour schedule. And that's it. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas, and I love you all very much. And we're super thankful for you guys. Thanks,
Merry
Erika.
Christmas. Bye, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Good night.